everyone, it's B. I am here today to talk to you about Cartoon Network MMOs. Not that one though. Today we are talking about two single-player MMORPGs that were available on Cartoon Network's website in the mid-2000s, Total Drama Action Best Game Ever, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Big Fat Awesome House Party. I know the term single-player MMO kinda sounds counterintuitive, considering the MM in MMO literally means massive multiplayer. However, the official wikis for both of these games refer to them as single-player MMOs, so I'm going to do that as well. And not to mention, both of these games are set up with like an MMO format, the only difference being that instead of talking to other players, you talk to the characters from their respective TV shows. Best Game Ever was based on the Total Drama Action season of Cartoon Network's animated television show Total Drama Island, which aired from 2008 to 2014 with a total of 5 official seasons and 117 episodes. The show was made to parody popular shows of the time such as Survivor and Fear Factor. The show's premise, for those of you who might be unfamiliar with it, was that 22 contestants would arrive on an island, pretty much exactly like Survivor, to compete in challenges given to them by the sadistic reality TV show host, Chris, who is a parody of Jeff Probst, I think that's how you pronounce that, from Survivor. The host of Survivor, that guy. Okay. Basically, they're competing to win $100,000, and if you are unfamiliar with the series, you might at least be familiar with its very catchy theme song, I Wanna Be Famous by the Tibbs, or at least have seen a picture of this bitch before. I'm sure you've probably seen her. Her name is Gwen, and I love her. The show was complete with all the fixings of an actual reality TV show, such as confessionals given one-on-one by the characters of the show, which were usually filmed in an outhouse, hookups, breakups, and of course, a massive shipping culture and tons of drama, which should be a given based on the name Total Drama. Anyways, when I was a kid, I always shipped Gwen and Duncan because they were like the two edgy characters, and definitely no other reason. Anyways. Total Drama Action, the show's second season that premiered in 2009, takes place on an abandoned movie lot rather than on an island, with 15 of the show's contestants from Season 1 competing in movie-themed challenges to win a grand prize of $1 million. This is where Best Game Ever comes in. Released in 2009 alongside of the Total Drama Action season, players of the game could create their own character in the Total Drama Island art style, and start out as an intern working for Chris, taking on challenges and tasks, interacting with the iconic contestants of Total Drama, and buying power-ups to help them along the way. New challenges would be given out by Chris every Thursday to coincide with the release of a new episode of the Total Drama Action season. There were 26 episodes in this season, and so therefore there were 26 sets of challenges and locations in the game to explore. The challenges would be related to the events of each episode, and completing them would earn you a star. Collecting 5 stars would result in the player receiving a promotion ranging from intern to superstar, as well as receiving a new weapon to battle the enemies of each area with, which could be anything from a French baguette to a rubber chicken to giant marshmallows. Best Game Ever was also chock full of eye-rollingly bad movie puns that accompanied the episode-themed challenge locations in the game. These include, but are not limited to, the Chef Shank Redemption, One Flu, as in the sickness, Over the Cuckoos, the Sandwich Project, and Full Metal Drama. The game was removed from Cartoon Network's website in 2012, but it has since been recovered and remains playable as of November 2019 on Blue Maxima's Flashpoint, which exists to preserve and archive Flash Player games that were made unplayable by the very sad discontinuation of Adobe Flash Player on December 31st, 2020. I just want to add just my own little personal anecdote about this show. So I was in elementary school during the height of popularity of Total Drama Island, and you know how kids do that thing where they assign characters to people? You always give yourself the coolest one, but when you assign characters to another person, they always get the slightly less cool ones. I was always assigned Izzy. Her entire personality trait is just that she's crazy. That's her thing. And not only that, people would always be like, oh, you remind me of Alice in Wonderland or Luna Lovegood. Just say that I seem mentally ill. You don't gotta keep assigning me all of the crazy characters. It's okay. Moving on to our second game, Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends Big Fat Awesome House Party was another single-player MMORPG that was available on Cartoon Network's website and was released in 2006, shortly after the third season of the show started airing on TV. Within 1 year of the game's launch, 13 million player accounts had been created. So I guess you could say the game was pretty successful, which is kind of funny because no one I've ever met has ever even heard of this game. But apparently it was pretty successful in its time. The show took place basically exactly where it says, in a home for imaginary friends, which served as a kind of orphanage for imaginary friends who their children had outgrown to wait around for new children to come adopt them. The main characters of the show, Mac, Blue, Coco, Eduardo, Frankie, Wilt, and Cheese, who was my personal favorite as a kid, are the focus of the show and all the shenanigans they get up to, and all of the aforementioned characters are also present in Big Fat Awesome House Party. The game took place in the home for imaginary friends itself, consisting of 6 floors, a basement, a front yard, a backyard, as well as several locations outside of the home, including the city, Mac's apartment, the mall, school, junkyard, park, and airport for the player to explore. One of my primary memories of playing this game was just getting continually lost trying to navigate all of the many floors and rooms of the home and all of the outside locations, and sometimes just giving up out of frustration because I didn't know where I was. When you begin the game, players are prompted to create an imaginary friend that serves as their in-game avatar and will help you traverse the many rooms, hallways, and locations in the game while completing chores for Blue and the other characters of the show. Doing so would build up their imaginary friend's citizenship, and as a reward for achieving a certain amount of citizenship, you got to go on adventures with Blue, which would unlock mini-games, of which there were 27 in total, and potential in-game prizes. Though this game was clearly loved by its player base, it was shut down July 13, 2009, following the ending of the television series. The game is currently still playable, much like Best Game Ever, on Flash Player archival service Blue Maxima's Flashpoint. Based on the massive amount of information that can be found on both of these games on the respective wikis, I know that although it does kind of feel like I'm the only person alive who remembers their existence, there's without a doubt a ton of people who must have loved playing these games just as much as I did when I was a kid. So, as always, if you remember these games or want to share any of your experiences playing with them, feel free to leave them in the comments. I always love to read them. And with that, we have reached the end of another retrospective. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series so far. I have been having a lot of fun making it. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and as always, I hope you have a good day or night or whatever time it is wherever you are, and I will see you all again soon.